Communication ethics. Ethics, the study of moral principles or values that determine whether actions are right or wrong and outcomes are good or bad. Ethical sensitivity, a personal characteristic that enables people to recognize the presence and determine the relative importance of an ethical issue. Ethics and individual. Ethical decision making requires three qualities of individuals: competence to identify ethical issues and evaluate the consequences of alternate actions, self confidence to seek out different opinions and decide what is right, willingness to make decisions when there is no unambiguous solution. Ways to deal with pressure to compromise your ethics. Consider your personal value system early. Become aware of a tendency to rationalize. Learn to analyze ethical dilemmas. Communicate ethically and responsibly. State information as truthfully and fairly as possible. Do not exaggerate facts. Express ideas understandably. State ideas with consideration that preserves receivers' self worth. Make sure information is accurate and researched. Understand that value differs in cultures. Maintain and sustain a relationship. The Tylenol tale: cure the headache. The story of Tylenol Johnson & Johnson, popular analgesic, is a well-known example of how ethical behavior on the part of the company helped to turn a potential disaster into triumph. In 1986, an individual succeeded in lacing the drug with cyanide, leading to widespread panic about the extent of contamination. The company, which had faced a similar situation a few years ago, acted speedily to recall the drug back from every outlet in the US. Also, it did not start selling the product again till it had developed more productive packaging that would be much harder to tamper with. Johnson & Johnson's quick and responsible actions communicated a positive, reassuring image of the company as a champion of consumers. So much so that the company recovered 70% of its market share of the drug. Characteristics of moral principles. They have potentially serious consequences to human well-being. Their validity rests on the advocacy of the reasons that are used to support and justify them. They override self-interest. They are based on impartial considerations. Ethical dilemmas facing managers: secrecy, leaks, rumors and gossips, ambiguity, whistleblowing. Electronic mail and ethics. Georgia Jones, an email expert, was hired by a high-tech computer firm in California to assist with the installation of a new email system and to provide training to the company's 350 employees about how the system should be used. After she had taken the job, she met with company officials to plan email installation and training. Among the many questions she asked was, will employees' email messages be confidential? Absolutely, she was assured. During the training, she repeated this message to the employees and assured them that email messages written to each other would be kept confidential. A few months after the system was installed, two line supervisors were fired by the management. The rumor mill said that they had been fired for being insubordinates and that email messages they had sent each other strongly criticizing the management had reached wrong hands. Because she was concerned about this rumor, Georgia decided to meet the president of the company. When she entered the office, she notices a stack of computer printouts on the wall. A closer look revealed the content of the printouts: employees' email messages. When she asked what are those, the president answered, none of your business. Question 1. If you were Georgia, what would you do? Question 2. What breaches of ethics, if any, occurred in this case? Question 3. In your opinion, should employers have the right to inspect employees' messages, voicemails, etc.? Why or why not? Making moral judgments: ethical sensibility, ethical reasoning, ethical conduct, ethical leadership. How to make ethical statements work: write it, tailor it, communicate it, promote it, revise it, live it, enforce, reinforce it. Test the ethics of a message. Does the message comply with the law? Is it fair to all concerned? Who will benefit or harm from it? If you receive the message, how would you feel? Would you be embarrassed if others found out about it? Does the message make you feel good about yourself? Approach to corporate ethics, corporate culture, organizational policy, open door policy. Thank you.